Jumping in fan questions. Thank you for the comments, questions, and banter. We really appreciate it. At @TZolski on Twitter. Brutal. We lack depth to compete in all competitions. Losing Bailly shows the need for another center back badly. All eyes on West Ham. Well said, Todd. What do you make of that?
We might need 2 center backs. We need a set. I mean, we all thought we were good like a couple of months ago, about midfielders, strikers. We need a center back. It's a priority buy.
See, at Ty Kircher, quote, we did not prioritize the cup final, which is embarrassing. Got done in bad today. We'd best kill West Ham Wednesday after this. Hoodie undefeated no more. Oh, that's tough. Heads up, lads. Glory, glory, Man United. Yeah, so, Ty saying we should have played everyone,
I think it's the opposite. I think you took it too seriously by starting De Gea, by starting Bruno, by starting Rashford, by starting Mash.
United.
I know, but we have a good team. You should be able to go out there with your reserves and beat them because they got fresh legs and they're ready to play.
So, Ty, you have a good point. How can we not prioritize the FA Cup? Well, the only reason why we're having the discussion we are is because the players are so tired. So maybe the prioritization should have been before the FA Cup and there should have been rotation against Crystal Palace or there should have been rotation against some of the shittier teams we
should have been rolling.
Right? So, but I can't go full revisionist history. I have to look at what should Ole have done this game. And I would have said, based on how haggard we looked against Crystal Palace and we need to make top 4 for the money, we almost should have rotated like crazy today. So that's the only, I do agree with you. We should have prioritized it, but the rotation should have come sooner.
Yeah.
We have talked about what was Ole going to do. And it looks to me, these critical moments, these critical decisions, we might be taking a look at them if we don't make top 4 at the end of the day. Next tweet, at Red Devil Woody, quote, fucking shite. De Gea, that defense are completely shite. Fred can fuck off too. No more to say. I mean, there you go.
Fred was not
That's
good.
therapy right there.
De Gea was not good. Center backs were not good. It's like you watch that game and you're like...
I'll tell you what, you might have said
I got no joy out of it. It was joyless.
Yeah. I like I said, I'm already in acceptance. I'm already into protesting
West Ham's going
Glazers.
to be brutal.
I'm already into protest the Glazers 2021. That's where my head is right now. It's like protesting the shit ownership. That's where I'm at. At Dave Paz, quote, Hendo had to come back and push De Gea to be better. I love that take. It's absolutely, he says, it's obvious we have no depth and our first 11 are knackered. If we get top 4 and nothing else, it will do. Dave Paz, just give me top 4. Just give me top 4. That's all I want. I think we're going to get it. At C_Gibbons, quote, disappointing, but lots still in front of us. Regroup, come out strong, and smash West Ham. Mostly upset. The hoodie is no longer undefeated. Christian, appreciate that one. I like that the positivity, lots still in front of us. We need to regroup. And my one criticism of Ole of last season was when it slid, he couldn't stop the slide.
Well, that's why we're all jumping to the conclusion. I'm going to jump to my conclusion board. It's like literally because we saw this. What did I say? Watching the guy. I've seen this game before. I've heard this pod before. And I've seen the end of this season before. And it was last year. And it killed me, sir. Killed me. And if it happens again, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to need a vacation. I can't take vacations. That's also killed me. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, we need to finish. We need to beat West Ham. And I'm worried because the boys are tired. And West Ham... They got an extra 2 games, extra 2 days.
You know what we'll do if we don't make top 4, we'll take out meditation. That's what
we need something.
At Blair _ with no E_. Damn, that was flat. They didn't look like they wanted it. Abysmal passing all day, slow tempo. Couldn't play out of the press. Great point, Blair. I hope it's a wake up call now. If not, we're gonna tank like last season when top 4 is in control. Frankly, I can't handle that again.
I'm telling you. I'm losing it.
I love it. At the Alex Davis 33, quote, only ourselves to blame. All 3 goals easily avoidable. Another great point. Chelsea didn't do anything brilliant. Recall Dino ASAP. Look, competition. Manchester United is, what have you done for me lately? Everyone's job is up for grabs. Sir Alex always played mind games to get the best out of players. De Gea surely needs Dino burning behind him. I mean, like, it's going to be one of those, like, De Gea has a mare. It's like, Dino, you're in West Ham, and then earn the job, and the De Gea might be on the bench. And look, that's how it is. This is not like you're not trying to befriend anyone, trying to win football matches, trying to win silverware, trying to win titles. Hey, Karius, Liverpool, he had one bad game, played bad in the Champions League final,
big game,
had a concussion, and they shipped him out like he was nothing. And they got a new keeper in,
and they won.
Yeah,
there you go.
So that's the move.
We have a pretty good backup keeper right now, even before you recall Dino, that could have played today, could have been the difference. Why go with De Gea? It just didn't make any sense.
I feel like Romero is the opposite day. He does the easy things well, and he might not get the world. Yeah.
He's made them.
At MJFit16, quote, De Gea looks like Brad Guzan. Shout out to U.S. men's national team. It's awful. I'm worried about how streaky we are and how it will carry over. At C_Pogne17, quote, unpopular opinion, but worth discussing. De Gea time has looked to be up for a bit now. Yes, he has spectacular moments, but has more gaps that cost games. Sell De Gea in the summer, make Henderson number one. I don't think that's unpopular at the moment. When I checked Twitter, everything was pretty going in on De Gea.
I mean, if this was like a one-off or even like a bad slide since the restart or even just like a bad start since the beginning of the season, it'd be one thing. This has been going on arguably since the end of Mourinho. He was starting to slip a little bit. You know, there were holes in the armor that we had never seen from De Gea, other than when he first joined United and was like small little runt that was getting pushed on the box. This is new, and it's not been going away, and it feels like a new normal. So, like I said, he's got a couple big games left to prove his worth. He's got to be busy.
Well, look, at one point, he was the man that made us top four, and then now he might be the man, you know.
Yep.
So, like, we go from one time being like, how could we ever win anything or do anything without him? And now we're looking at, like, maybe he's hindering us because I'm going to say that that Champions League quarterfinal against Barca, that's when to me, I was like, that's unforgivable. That type of error on that type of stage for that type of team, and it's just too much. Like, you need the keeper to step up. You need to step up. At Banjo Boy for Life, Devin, our boy, give us some good news here. Quote, squad looked exhausted, and that's completely understandable too. Only needs to add depth to his side to give key players a rest. Squad needs to put this loss behind them and focus on beating West Ham Wednesday. I'm very disappointed with David De Gea today. So even Devin, he says disappointed in his tweets. So, you know.
Always an optimist. It's disappointing. It happened like a couple games ago. It's not like this is a one-off. It's frustrating.
At Mr. G. Carlson on Twitter, quote, I was expecting a final-like performance from the players, but was disappointed we couldn't shake the injuries, but I'm still confident we land top four. I'm confident as well. Okay, a few more tweets here. At you, Bolson, quote, every single player on the pitch deserves 3 or less out of 10. Don't let them on the bus. I like that. Roy Keane, shout out Roy Keane. Looks like last season, fun and games until crunch time, then bottling it. If Ole fails to correct this attitude before West Ham, we are in deep shit. Also, it's time to retire. David De Gea, the strong opinions from Ulrich. What do you think? Don't let him on the bus?
Ooh, he might be getting a lift home. It was not great. I think the first goal, he should be saving that. David De Gea, in form, is saving that first shot. The Mason Mount shot is like you warm up, dude. That was like not a great shot. Even worse goal to let up, and it just kills you because you let up that second goal at the beginning of the second half. The game's over.
All right, last tweet here at Burkett Mets on Twitter, quote, no need to overanalyze such a poor performance. Couldn't agree more. Need to make sure it doesn't leak into West Ham. Full speed ahead for top four. I mean, that hits the nail on the head, and that's what Sir Alex says. Like, it's okay to lose one, but the next one has to have next performance has to have a lot of piss and vinegar in it because you got to kill the bad juju. You got to get back to it. You saw at some points in the game after Bruno converted that penalty, all right, now we got to pop in our step. Like, we need a little more of that. And for some reason, when we come out flat, we have trouble finding it. It's almost like we need to concede to get woken up. Reminds me of earlier this year. United need to have that mentality where they lose one and they know they got to squash it early. They need to get the games. They need to get goals early. They need the results. They need to get subs. You know, the strategy has to be really clear. Like, go out there. Let's win it in the first half. Get everyone on the bench. On to the next one. We can't let this slide.
If you're gonna lose a game and learn your lesson from it and like bounce back. This is the game to lose, right? FA Cup, we'd love to have it. We have won it since Fergie's left. It's not the end of the world if you finish in the top four. So now it's like the boys have to come out and look convincing against West Ham because we come out flat and West Ham is pressing the shit out of us. We can't pass out the back. We make another error. And all of a sudden you're losing to West Ham. You know, it's just like, it's infectious. And that's why righting the wrong and getting the win on Wednesday is very important. Almost bigger than Sunday. You win on Wednesday. It just speaks to like how we've killed the bad juju. You don't, all the doubt's going to be on United.
Look, it's going to be a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a year. Shout out to everyone who listens to this pod, fan of this team. Never say die, sir. I really do think we're going to do it. I think all of us collectively are just, we hate Chelsea.
Hate them.
And we saw it last season. So it's in our rearview mirror and we're worried, right? And so I think if last season didn't happen, I don't think we would sweat as much as we are. Basically, I think that's the attitude of the fan base right now. Have no fear. It's David Moyes. Come on.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it. The universe is listening. The universe is listening. Don't talk shit. Don't talk shit.
Moyes.
Don't talk shit.
Tactical genius.
Because he's got results that have benefited United in his top 4
David
run.
Moyes is a chump all day.
I know he is,
dude,
but
don't worry about it.
Bad juju. It's bad.
No, look, we're gonna smoke West Ham.
Smoke
like I
'em.
said, 4-0. Get after it. Look, it's been a real podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. This has been an amazing run of fixtures. We're back to it. Streaks over. Kicking a blue.
Kicking a blue.
The